Malay state. First of all, let me introduce our group members.
The story began.
Guys, want to know something?
No?
Actually, last night I read something interesting about the British administrative system in the Federated Malay States.
Oh, I know about that, but I did not know about the whole story.
Seriously? You didn't know about this story? Don't worry, Faizal. Let me introduce a bit about their administration. So, under the British administration, each state within the Federated Malay States has its own sultan and also ruler who acted as the colonial figurehead. However, the power and also the authority are with the British residents who was appointed by the British government to oversee the administration of the states. To know more about the FMS, the British resident is the highest ranking official of the British government. The FMS was formed on 31 January 1948. So there are two reasons of the formation. The first one is to overcome the problem of residents who have difficulties in getting approval from the governor and also the secretariat office to make decision. The second reason is to create uniformity in administrations. For example, like Pahang and also Negeri Sembilan who have difficulties in financial problem. So the other two states will help them get through it.
Oh, which state is considered as Federated Malay States?
Faizal!
The state that are considered as Federated Malay state is Pahang, Perak, Negeri Sembilan, and Selangor. Under each state, there are also led by British residents. So the first British resident in Pahang was J.P. Roger, who started serving since October 1888. Next, the British resident in Perak was J.W.W. Birch, who started serving in November 1874. While the first resident British in Selangor is J.G. Davidson, that also started serving since 1874. Lastly is the British resident for Negeri Sembilan, which is Martin Lister, who started serving since 8 August 1895.
Oh! So what's the scope of duties for the resident?
Oh, I know about the duties about the resident since my grandma taught me about the history.
What your grandma said?
Let me try back. Ingawa has something to tell you. Did you know that resident British play a significant role and also very powerful due to the era? One of the main duty is to advise the Sultan. They advise the Sultan in the matter of governance, policy and also administrative. They play a significant role in shaping the state and also ensure they align with the British interests.
Oh! My grandma also told me lah. Okay, let me tell you guys. 5. Grandma used to live during British region. One of the British resident duties is administering the state. The resident was responsible for overall administration of the state. They have various departments like finance, justice, education and also public works. The resident work to maintain law and order, promote economic development and also implement British policies with the state.
Oh!
It's not only your grandma. My grandma also told me about this. Let's see what my grandma said.
Sayang, you know what? The British resident acted as a representative of the British government. They ensured that the British economic and the political objective were pursued and that the British influence was maintained in the region.
Oh!
Now I know more about this. Thanks guys. Based on what you guys have told me, I can actually recall this history since we have learned it during our high school, right?
Yes!
British resident in Malaya impacted the country's history and development by introducing the English legal system to Malaya, independent court system, fairness and legal protection. This brought about a significant changes in the legal and administrative system in Malaya, and the formation of Federated Malay State showed that the rulers of the states starts to accept the intervention of British in Malaya.
Wait. I think I read something about it too. Let's see here. Not only that, British residents also influenced us in politics. They established a more organized government system and also introduced the concept of colonial government. This system actually strengthened the influence and also control of the Great Britain over the region. Plus, the British residents also played a role in the development of education in Malaya. They established modern schools and also spread Western education. This opened up wider educational opportunities for the local community and also plays a role in the emergence of an educated Malay intellectual class. This impact of arrival of British residents is still visible in many aspects of modern Malaysia. It also influenced us in politics, law, economy and many more.
Based on the video, let's try to answer the questions provided. First question is determine which of the Federated Malay states had been controlled by a British resident.
Next, what was the factor that led to the formation of FMs?
Third question, which is not the responsibility of the resident for the administration of the state.
Next, what is the British strategy to expand power in Federated Malay states?
Lastly, what is the legal system that British residents brought into Malaya?
Actually, janganlah ketawa. Nenek baju semua begini.
Legal system and